Hello, my name is Dr. Jane Menzies, and I'm a Senior Lecturer of International Business at Uni SC. Today, I'm doing a Uni SC MBA and postgraduate grad chat, and I'm with a former MBA student who's just completed his study, Chris Stratford-Smith, and he's currently a Senior Project Manager at the Sunshine Coast Council. So thank you so much, Chris, for joining us today. I just wanted to get a bit of background about, why you wanted to study at Uni SC and why you wanted to do an MBA.
Thanks, Shane. Yeah, I was a project manager for a commercial building company, and when I commenced this, and what I wanted to do was aim to be in a leadership position. So I was trying to reskill myself from being a project management discipline person through to more of a business and people orientated person and provide leadership opportunities. And I saw the MBA advertised with USC, looked around at a couple other unis, checked the rankings, went through the sort of due diligence path, spoke to some people at UniSC, spoke to some former MBA candidates that had already done it, and sort of went and actually met with them and interviewed them.
Yeah.
And I've actually stayed in contact with them to this day. And from there, enrolled and went through the process of joining and progressively did it all online. I attended a couple of times when I needed to. It was really good to be able to do it whilst working full time. I have children, and then also have that ability to study. That flexible option was very attractive to me, and also I wanted to support the local university to where I live. So
Yeah, excellent. Okay, that's great. And how did you find the degree? What was the best part of it? What did you really like? And has this led to a change in you at all, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. I changed in that time from working contractor side to client side, and
Yeah.
also in the local government environment. So I'm now in a very sort of political arena. Things are driven by community, politics, different areas. So having the MBA, what I sort of learned through there was around governance ethics and a lot of organisational development skills, strategic thinking, planning, really assessing the information that I'm provided and deciding how that's going to work in a political environment, but also a community environment. I mean, at the end of the day, we serve the community and council. So for me, it was, I went from probably seeing information before and been able to do something with it to really scrutinising information and then looking at how it should be presented to the community. And definitely with some of the people leadership skills have helped in terms of, being able to run a team in the interim. So it's been enjoyable to actually apply the learning, not just have it all as theory. It was really useful throughout the journey. While I was working, I was literally applying it as I learned it. So I think that's one of the benefits of working and doing the university at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. And what do you think was the best part of it? Was there anything that was like really memorable that, you really reflect on and go, oh, yeah, that made it really worth doing that degree here?
Yeah, there were a few points. So definitely learning about lots of different things. You don't go, some things you can go more depth in if you've got an interest, but I think it gives you an overall understanding of business, or say a subject like marketing, which I'd never seen before. It gives you an understanding of what you should receive from a marketing professional, how you should or seek information from those kind of businesses, how you should evaluate it. So I think it gave me an insight into lots of different areas, certainly governance and ethics, some of the innovation subjects. I really enjoyed the organisational behaviour subject. For me, that's really something that resonated with me, and I was able to apply within the team that I had at the time. So I was running a team of 10 people, and I could use those, newly learned skills and really test it out live. So, and it worked really well. I mean, we turned the team around and really got some good results in that period. So I think that the ability to apply it straight away is what I liked. So it's definitely changed the way I operate at work.
Yeah, definitely. And what about anything else like study tours or, maybe a bit of a focus on sustainability and those types of things? Did that help your learning?
Yeah, so what I found actually using the sustainable development goals has actually really been able to really transfer that over to my work life actually. A lot of
Yep.
businesses and particularly the council we do have a focus on sustainable development goals. So I've been able to apply that learning in a real world situation has sort of helped me have deeper conversations around how we're applying sustainability and how it applies in our organisation. And yeah, my final subject was a study tour to Indonesia. So I found that a real world learning where a group of us that had never met before all travelled to a foreign country. And yeah, it was a fantastic experience, not only to network with the people that we were with, but also the people overseas.
Yep.
And also gave me a great appreciation of how another society works commercially and in their sort of living circumstance and how their cities work and infrastructure. So yeah, that was really beneficial to sort of round it out. Fortunately, it was my final subject, so it was a very nice way of finishing. But I would recommend it at any part of the study to go on
Yeah.
that tour.
Okay, great. Okay, so now that you're at the end of your degree and you're just about to graduate, so congratulations.
Yeah.
What do you think that you'll be doing after completing your degree? Are there any career opportunities that you might be pursuing or anything new?
Yeah, definitely. It's helped me with being in a leadership role in the past. So
Mhm.
definitely the MBA is what I'm, targeting to use for moving into more leadership roles as they become available in the future. Certainly it's definitely helped me to date. And I would like to think that, yeah, moving forward, it would allow me to really apply it at a leadership level and allow me to get to higher level roles. Now combining that with my construction management degree gives me a nice suite of qualifications within the industry. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, sounds great. All right. So obviously you're a busy professional, you have family as well. What would be your key things or key recommendations for other students who are similar to yourself, working, family, maybe other types of, commitments? What would be your key recommendations for those students to be able to manage study and all the other things that you need to do?
I would highly recommend it, regardless of circumstance. I mean, I'm a single parent that's done it whilst working full time. So it's really about making that choice to study. That'll be the hardest thing you do is actually getting started. Once you're started, it's just a process of planning out each subject and working your way through the process. Once
Yeah.
I had my days planned out or my weeks planned out, then I was just able to tick away at it incrementally. I found it definitely achievable. Yes, it was some hard work, but that's where the benefit comes. The rewards come on. I've also subsequently had a colleague I encouraged to do it. He's similar circumstance, single parent, working full time, and is now also enrolled. So yeah, definitely encourage my colleagues to do it as well. And I've definitely seen a change in that person there way they communicate, the way they articulate things just in the 6 months that they've done the first four subjects in has definitely improved how they operate. So it's been really nice to see that transition in a colleague, but also, yeah, definitely from my own point of view, I've sort of lived experience with it now. And yeah, it was a very good experience through the whole time. So I don't
Mm.
look at any of the subjects and think, oh, I didn't really like any one of them, or it was don't get me wrong, it was some hard work, but
Yeah.
definitely worth it and definitely very enjoyable. So
Yeah.
yeah, I got a lot out of it. So I would say, yeah, I would recommend it to anybody who's considering it. And it's also when I talk to older people, it's definitely one of the things that come through that they regret not doing in their career.
Yeah.
So and as a person who's, early 40s, some people say, oh, some people have done it earlier, some people have done it later.
Yeah.
I think it's a right time because I've also not only I've done my trade, I've done my undergrad, and then I've got 20 years in the industry, but I've got a 2023 MBA graduating in 2024. I've got a real life, real world MBA relevant to the times that we're living, inclusivity, sustainable development goals, all these things that have come in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
we're getting taught them in real time. So I think that's really beneficial. You're not having a qualification that's out of date.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much, Chris, for your time today. Really enjoyed listening to you, and yeah, wish you well for your future endeavors.
Thank you very much.